when the President of the EU Parliament came to Dublin to meet Irish establishment politicians to discuss bringing the rejected Lisbon Treaty into operation. Despite the will of the people, a group of pro-democracy demonstrators gathered to give him an appropriate welcome.
Respect the vote!
The treaty is dead!
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 Respect the vote!
What do we want from Europe? Democracy! What do we want from Europe?
Democracy!
What do we want from Europe?
Democracy!
What do we want from Europe?
Democracy!
What do we want from Europe?
Democracy!
The treaty is dead!
Respect the vote!
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 What do we want from Europe?
Democracy!
What do we want from Europe?
Democracy!
What do we want from Europe?
Democracy!
The treaty is dead!
Respect the vote!
The treaty is dead!
Respect the vote!
The treaty is dead!
Respect the vote!
Who are we? We are the people!
Anybody who's an Irish person is actually part of the people. On the proclamation, we're actually representing all the people who've gone before us and all the people who come after us. So that's quite heavy stuff. We're representing all the Irish people from beginning to end. So, very profound. So you made history today.
I'm talking to Mark McChrystal, who organised a double protest here in Dublin, one outside Dáil Éireann and one outside the Department of Foreign Affairs, where the Minister of Foreign Affairs was meeting with the President of the EU Parliament. What were the protests about?
The protests basically were for we the people of Ireland are very concerned about attempts to undermine the sovereignty of the Irish people and the Irish Constitution, and we feel that we're being ignored, and the EU is acting in a way which is very, very threatening for Irish people, because they're ignoring the basics, the fundamentals of our existence in this country, and that is that we're a sovereign constitutional republic, and we have a democracy where we have referendums, we make decisions, and the politicians are meant to carry out the wishes of the people. It seems to have broken down very, very seriously, and we feel that we have to get more and more people involved, basically, to stand up for themselves, stand up for their rights, and to inspire other people to activate for their own sake, and for the sake of the families, and for the sake of further generations.
Right, now the Lisbon Treaty was rejected in the referendum,
yes.
So what's the current state of play?
It seems the current state of play is that while it's rejected legally, we're trying to resurrect and reinvent it. We'll find other ways of bringing it in, even piece by piece, or maybe renaming it. And it's quite a quandary for the politicians involved in this. It's not a quandary for us, in the sense that we know we rejected and why we rejected it, but they've got a serious problem now, because for them to bring this in, they'll be exposing themselves for the disrespect that they actually have for the people. It's going to be more obvious than ever before. People would have been maybe in the middle ground with Europe will now see that this wasn't a democratic enterprise anyway, and that they have a predefined goal which doesn't include democracy.
So the Lisbon Treaty is basically the constitution that the French and the Dutch rejected.
Yes.
And there's been no country as such that has voted for it. Is that right?
That's correct, yes. No country has voted for it, although it would seem that some parliaments on behalf of the people, and that's where we're different from the people as a sovereign people, as opposed to where there's monarchies, sovereign monarchies and then sovereign parliaments. So that's where we're very different. We demand by law to have referendums to protect ourselves, basically.
Okay.
And I think that I see a situation, hopefully, where other people across Europe will realise that the way to go is to have referendums for people to make decisions after being informed, and not have everything took in the hands of politicians